Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about how I've been scaling with Amazon Associates. This is one of my bigger income streams as a full-time content creator. And honestly, this is one of my favorite online income streams. And this is something that used to be more of a side hustle in my early stages of content creation. And now it's a foundational piece in my online business that continues to grow every single year. All right, so let's get into it. So this is a graph just kind of showing the results that I've gotten with this from October of 2025 up until January of 2026. So these are the best results that I've gotten with this program. And I've been in this program since 2020. I'm looking at my stuff now. My first payment was July 18th of 2020 and it was $49.09. And the key with this is I didn't go viral. This was just me refining my process, developing a better system. And obviously, I've been at this for years. So I just understand how to get better results with this program. So you could see in October, I had made $1,032 to consistently hitting 3,000 to 4,000 plus months just in the last 3 months. So now I just want to break down like where this affiliate income comes from because it is multiple things. So you can see my January breakdown. So pretty much it's a breakdown of commissions. These are just your regular commissions that you get from when people click on your link, they make a purchase, and then with offsite, if they have other stuff in their cart, you will get credit for those purchases as well. Next, we have creator connections, and this right here has just been a game changer because it's essentially doubling like my commissions, as you can see. In creator connections, I forget when it was released, but it wasn't around in 2020, right? So this is something that is, I guess you could say, newer. And as you can see by the numbers, it's something that can really increase your overall income from Amazon Associates. And then we have creator rewards. So this is a bonus payment that you get when you hit certain totals of shipped revenue from the products that people are buying. So Amazon will put you in certain tiers depending on how much you're selling, pretty much the total shipped revenue. So as you get better with this and you start to sell more products, you will get in these higher tiers where you can earn these higher reward bonuses. So let's talk about what I just started doing differently to really grow and scale what used to be a side hustle into a main layer of my business. The first thing is I stopped just dropping random links. And this is what I see with new creators who are new to affiliate marketing. What they're probably going to do is put links in their video descriptions and just hope that people click on these links. So they don't have a actual content strategy to drive traffic to their Amazon links. So I started to make product focused content. This is key right here. And when things really started to change for me. So I made specific videos designed to move buyers to action. And then I started to target buyer intent search phrases. So just optimizing my content, leaning into SEO type of content, evergreen type of content. So I focus on terms that people would go to YouTube and type in specific products. And you have to keep in mind that YouTube is a search engine. It's the second largest search engine. YouTube is owned by Google. So that was a big game changer too, of just understanding the platform and then leveraging how the platform operates as a search driven type of platform. So I want to show y'all examples of what I'm talking about here, a product focused content and then targeting buyer intent and search phrases. So I'm going to show you with my main channel first, because I used to do this a lot with this channel right here, and this was a big part of like my monetization strategy as a content creator. So you could see this was older, 4, 5, 6 years ago, and this is when I was focused more on photography content. This channel was actually a niche photography channel. So you could see with this video right here, this is my most popular video. It almost got 500,000 views. It got thousands of comments, and you can see here in the video description I have my affiliate link. So if you click on, let's just click on one right here, it'll take you over to Amazon. So what I did in the video intentionally was I mentioned the gear that I use, right? So this video was about speed light settings, but it makes sense for me to just mention what I use. So that was intentional and strategy and was something that would drive people to go down to my video description if they were interested in that piece of gear. And then another example right here, this is my second best performing video. And this is when I understood the strategy behind the actual content to drive affiliate sales better. So this video right here was specifically for getting affiliate sales. So it was how to set up a home photography studio plus equipment you will need, complete beginner's guide. And the thing about both of these videos is they were SEO focused videos. Also, these are evergreen topics. So these videos still drive views, thousands of views, and they still bring me in affiliate sales. And this video was 5 years ago. I was showing how to set up the photography studio and then what equipment you will need. And then I have my affiliate links to all the equipment that I mentioned in the video. And you could see this video got 239 comments. So I got tons of engagement and it drove a bunch of affiliate sales for me. All right, let's talk about the exact structure I use now. So I stack content instead of just posting once and moving on. Every product becomes a repeatable system. So you'll hear me say this a lot with some of my content of building systems and building something with these online income streams that is repeatable, that I can scale. So I'm not just guessing, right? I'm not just trying to get $1,000 one month. I want to have the strategy and understanding to where I can repeatedly do this every single month. So the first step here is choosing products, of course. So not just choosing random products, we're picking high buyer intent items. So just thinking about first, like what's in demand. So I know right off the bat from experience and just like what I buy and just what I see online in stores and stuff, fitness content has high buyer intent. Anything around health, right? And another one that works really well for me is pet content. That's something that is huge. People have a lot of pets. We have so many pets, and people are going to always be buying stuff for their pets. Next, you want to create strategic and specific content, obviously making searchable content, evergreen content that can pop up in search. When people come on YouTube, they're typing in specific things. And then evergreen, meaning this content can continue to work for you. It's something that's always going to be there. It's always going to be in demand. Next, we have designing thumbnails here on YouTube. That's one of the biggest things that you need to focus on and be good at, because the first step is not just, targeting SEO content, but it's packaging the video with the title and thumbnail in a way to where it attracts people and they want to click and watch the content. And then optimizing the content, of course, with SEO, making sure that you're targeting specific keywords, doing your keyword research. I do a lot of my keyword research just going on YouTube in the search bar and seeing what pops up. I also do keyword research by just going to Google. I'll type in specific key terms, kind of see what comes up, see what's in demand. They do have tools that you can use as well. I've used TubeBuddy before, and I think vidIQ has some SEO and keyword research tools that you could use as well. And then just publishing the content, but specifically publishing different angles of the video. So, like I said, I stack content. I don't just post once. I try to get the most out of my content. So, I will make multiple pieces of content for one product. So, I wanted to show you what I'm talking about of publishing different angles and kind of stacking content and getting the most out of your content. So, here's an example right here. So this product right here, it's a slushy machine. I can't even talk. So this was the second video I made for it. So I have another video, and that's a full detailed review. And then with this one, I came from a different angle, a different approach, and really thinking about the buyer and the buyer intent and just what stage they're at and where I can position my content in the right stage to where they're ready to buy. And my video can drive them to the affiliate link, and then I get the commission. So this one was key things to know before buying. That's a very specific, like, buyer intent type of video, I would call it, right? Because it's speaking directly to what a buyer would be interested in and what they would watch before they're going to buy this product. And then this one right here is another one I did. I probably did about 3, 4 videos for this one. It's a treadmill. I've done a full review. I've done a comparison video where I'm comparing it with other treadmills. People love that. They have high that type of video has high buying intent. And then this one, very straightforward, right? It's meeting them where they're ready to buy, and I know for a fact they're going to be interested by the way that I position the content, right? So this was top reasons to buy the Trail Viber treadmill. So it's a, and you can see I put review, it's a different type of review. I'm just focusing on the top reasons you should buy it. So the person probably already knows about this treadmill. They're on the fence about it. This video could push them over the edge to actually buy it. And these are some things that just help me scale even further. Like I said, just sharpening up my system, just refining things. The first thing, deep product research. So understanding what people actually buy, not just what looks good to promote. Definitely have some hard lessons that I've learned with that, of just maybe reinvesting, earnings that I made online into some products. I'm like, oh, this would just look cool to promote, but not understanding, looking at my numbers, seeing what's in demand, seeing what people are searching for, things like that. And then we have conversion first videos. So being strategic, make sure we're optimizing thumbnail, title, hook, and just keeping the buyer in mind with our content. And then this is a big one right here, creator connections levers. Like I said, this has doubled my income, and it's a tool that I use to help with this. It's called Oink. So what I do is I run a daily fetch. I do this on site as well, and it catches these things called halo sales from like related products. And what it'll do is find the creator connections campaign for those products automatically. It'll automatically accept me into those campaigns to where I can get those bonus commissions. So that has been a game changer. I recommend that as well. I have a affiliate link down below if you want to check out that software. And then just doubling down on what works, just my winning products. This is probably one of the main things that I do right now, is just I kind of stick to what works for me. Like fitness stuff does really well for me. Pet products do really well for me. Home products. So if you see that something is getting a lot of traction and you like to do that, I would lean into that if you want to increase your income. Affiliate marketing is a system. Treat it like a system. Treat it like a business. I cannot stress this enough, because I used to treat it like a little extra side hustle. And that's probably what most new creators or people who just don't understand affiliate marketing are doing. And there's two things I want to reiterate here because they're so important. This is not passive at the start. It takes time to build this up. As you can see, I started in 2020 and I didn't really start to reach, I think my first 1K month was, let me check here. Yeah, my first 1K month was May 17th of 2024. And then it's now 2026, and you can see the results that I'm getting. And also, this is something that it has a compounding effect. It's going to continue to grow over time if you're doing it the right way. And this is where I think a lot of people just quit too early because they're not earning a lot from it. And I just hate to see that. It's one of those things, if you stick with it, it can really pay off. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment. Check out my video description. I have some free and also paid resources. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video.